Hi my lovely friends, today I'll be making party jollof rice. So this is a Nigerian recipe. So I need rice. So I will be using about 500 grams of rice. It's going to be an amazing recipe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly, chop my onion straight away. Lovely. So I have some boiling water right here. So please remember to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna quickly pop my water. That's the boiling water I'll be using. So I'm gonna do I have my onion. So I'm going to cut that finely. So I'm going to fry that quickly. So I have my onion, that's my diced onion. So I have some olive oil, so I'm going to pop that. So that's the oil. So I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly fry the onions straight away. Lovely. So I'm going to sweat that off straight away. Amazing recipe. So I'll sweat that off quickly. Then next, I'm going to pop in the tomato pasta. Just about 200 grams. And of course, my friends, I'm going to pop in the tomato puree. So about 20 grams. So that's in there now. So I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly pop in my rice. So before that, I'm going to pop in a little bit of boiling water. So I'm going to make a stew before putting my rice in there. So I'll make a stew. So I'll pop the boiling water in there. We don't want to put too much. We need to monitor the water. Because if there's too much water, the rice is going to be mushy. We don't want it mushy. want it nice and soft and nice and separated from each other. So I'm going to stir that quickly. Then what I'm going to do next, I'm going to pop in the rest of the spices, like a spicy rice. So I'm going to pop them in. Amazing. I'm going to pop in my garlic later. You want some strawberries? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly pop in my spices. So I have the tomato puree. I'm going to pop that. Shoot away. Lovely. So my friends, welcome to my live stream. My name is Francis, and please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much. You can also check out my first channel, which is Cook with Chef Francis. Thank you very much. So I'm going to pop that in. Show the way. So this is a Nigerian recipe, food recipes channel. So now I'm going to pop in a little bit of pepper. Show the way. Right in there. So that's the black pepper. And you can put whatever spices you like. So I pop in some pepper, about half teaspoon, and of course I'm going to pop in some Mediterranean herbs. You can put thyme, that's alright, just like a thyme. A little bit of thyme, half teaspoon. So I'm going to put that away, I don't need it anymore. So I'm making my stew. I want my party jollof rice to be nice and sweet, nice and tasty. So now I'm going to pop in a little bit of curry powder. That's about 1 teaspoon. That's alright. So I'll put that away, I don't need it anymore, my friends. Love it. And of course I have some bay leaf. I'll put the bay leaf in there. About 4 bay leaves, that's alright. I'm gonna pop in 4 bay leaves. Five, that's alright. So that's the bay leaf in there. So I'm gonna give that a stir. Look at that, amazing, lovely. So now I'm going to pop in salt. So I'm going to pop in about half tablespoon of salt. So I'm using sea salt. So I'm going to stir that in. Lovely. So now, my friends, what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly pop in my garlic. So now I have my bay leaf in there. I don't need that anymore, so I'll put that away. Lovely. So my friends, I'll be using plantains to enjoy our lovely jollof rice. And what I'm going to do, I'll put the tomatoes at the very end. As I said earlier on, you can spice up your lovely stew with whatever herbs you like. I have oregano, So I'm going to pop in some oregano. Lovely, just like your thyme. Oregano. Then of course, so I'm going to put the lid on that, and I need paprika, or you can use your ground red pepper. You pop in a little, like 1 teaspoon. That's alright. Lovely. So I want it spicy. So I'm gonna pop in ground cinnamon, half teaspoon. Ground cinnamon. Lovely. And of course, I'm gonna pop in. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give that a quick stir again, and of course, I'm gonna pop in ground turmeric, half teaspoon. So I'm gonna put that away in any moment, friends. Lovely. So now, my friends, I have the ground turmeric in there, all the spices in there. So I'm gonna give that a quick try. So I'm gonna, taste that. Lovely. Maybe a little bit of salt. That's it. So I'm gonna put my salt away in there more. So I'm using sea salt, that's alright. So I'm gonna stir that again. Tastes alright. So now, my friends, I have a lovely stew cooking. That's the stew. I have tomato passata, tomato puree. I have olive oil. You can use veg oil, that's alright. I also have chopped onion. I sweat up the onion, and of course I have thyme, bay leaves, peppers, cinnamon, turmeric, curry. That's a lovely stew cooking. So I'm gonna wash my rice now. I need to pop in some garlic, a little bit of tomato passata. I'm gonna pop in fresh tomato at the very end. So I'll leave that to boil away, to cook away. Lovely. Amazing. So now, my friends, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna quickly chop my garlic. So now I'm gonna chop my garlic straight away. I need garlic. So I'll put that in the fridge. That's bad. So I'm going to chop that quickly. So that's the garlic. So I'm going to pop that straight into this lovely stew. Amazing. So my friends, we have our stew cooking. So we have tomato puree and tomato pasta, and of course the stew is cooking. So I'm going to wash my rice and pop it right in there. We have olive oil, we have all the ingredients right in there. Lovely. Amazing. So now my friends, I'm going to pop back the lid and I'm going to quickly wash our rice. So you can use brown rice, you can use white rice. I have brown, you can use that if I want to, but I'm going to be using the white rice. So I'll use that quickly. I'm going to wash that and pop it into the lovely stew. A little bit of olive oil. That's alright. So I'll put back the olive oil and put that away. Lovely. So now my friends, I'm going to wash my rice quickly. Say hello. Hello. So now I'm gonna quickly wash the rice straight away. So I'm cooking about 800 grams. So if you check the description section, you will see I wrote 400 grams of rice. So that's for one smaller portion. So I need to multiply by 2. So that's 800 grams. Lovely. So you multiply the recipe by 2 to make this portion. So I'm making a bigger portion. So I'm going to put that well in anymore, my friend. So I'm going to quickly wash the rice and I'm going to pop that into the lovely stew. strawberries. So I'm gonna pop that in. Lovely. So that's the rice. So I wash the rice and I pop that straight away. So I'm going to stir that. Lovely. So this is a vegetarian option. There's no meat in there. So I have the vegetarian option. Well, I have some beef right into the oven, so I'm gonna use that. For those who are not vegetarians, who love meat, you can enjoy that with me. But this very one is for vegetarian, so there's no meat water in there, no beef water, no chicken water, no fish water. So it's not in there. So this is for vegetarian. It's nice and sweet, lovely. And of course, I got my meat in the oven, so I'm gonna enjoy that with plantains. For those who are vegetarians, enjoy that with plantain. That's alright. So I'm gonna try that. I think it's nice, nice and tasty. Sensational. So now, my friends, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna quickly pop in a little bit of boiling water. You don't want it too watery, so that water should be enough. It's gonna cook it. So what I normally do, I make sure the water is double the amount of the rice. So once the water is double the amount of the rice, it's not gonna be watery and it's not gonna be too hard. So it's nice and soft and gonna separate from each other. That's how I check it. Double the amount of water. You know, if your rice is 500 grams, you use 1 liter of water, and you get a very nice jollof rice. Amazing. So now that's the vegetarian option. So I'm gonna pop in a little bit of sweet corn and a little bit of peas at the very end. So I'm gonna put back the lid. Lovely. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna quickly pop in my plantains into the oven. I don't want to fry them. You can fry the plantain, that's alright. So I'm not gonna fry the plantain. I'm gonna quickly, pop that in the oven. So I have my plantains. pop that in the oven straight away. Lovely. So our jollof rice will be ready in the next 45 minutes. So I'm gonna pop in my plantain in the oven. So I have all the ingredients right into this lovely pot. So what I'm gonna do now, my friends, I'm gonna quickly check my beef. I have my beef in the oven. I have some diced steak. So you can see the steaks are ready. Tastes alright. Nice and crispy steak. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna quickly pop that in a bowl. So I'm gonna enjoy that with the jollof rice. So that's this steak, diced steak. For the for those who love meat, you can enjoy that with your jollof rice. But for the vegetarian option, I'm gonna use plantains. Just a second, again. So, get some strawberries. More strawberries. So while the rice is cooking, I'm gonna quickly bake my plantain. So you can fry your plantain, that's alright. I'm gonna bake mine straight away. Give them more strawberries, right? So my friends, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna quickly slice my plantains. Give me some strawberries. So I'm gonna pop in the tomatoes later. And while our rice is cooking, we're gonna quickly, bake our plantains. As I said earlier on, we're making jollof rice, so it's nice and easy to make. Simple and amazing recipe. So I'm making the vegetarian options. So normally, when cooking jollof rice, you can boil your meat, spice it, then the sauce, you can use the sauce to cook the jollof rice. So that's for meat options. But for those who love vegetables, who are vegans or vegetarians, when cooking jollof rice, there's no need to cook the meat. You just make the stew with vegetables and spices, and that's it, and you pour the rice in. So you can just fry plantain on the side and serve it for vegetarian options. So that's what I'm doing. So I didn't pop in any meat water, beef or chicken water in there. I grilled my beef in the oven, and of course I cook that separately. So vegetarians can eat this rice, lovely. Vegans can. So there's no dairy in there. There's no meat. So it's a lovely recipe. So my friends, please remember to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Lovely. So waiting for the rice to cook, we have that in the pot. At the very end, I'll pop in fresh tomatoes, and of course, I'll give that a quick stir. You can also pop in more onion if you like, but I love to use just tomatoes at the very end. Fresh tomatoes. Give it a quick stir. It's going to be separated from each other, and it's going to be nice and soft. It's going to be an amazing recipe, my friends. So I have my meat ready already. I just need a plantain. So in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to pop in the plantain in the oven. Lovely. I'm going to serve that in a dish. Just I'm just going to serve this strawberry syrup. So you're gonna sit right here. I want to pop the plantain in the oven, alright? Hope you allow that together. So my friends, I'm gonna pop in the plantain into the oven. You stay beside me. So I'm gonna pop in the plantains in the oven. So what I'm gonna do, I have the plantain. This one is overripe. You can use the normal one overripe, that's alright. So that's the plantain. So I normally peel that with a paring knife. That's a baby knife. And of course, after doing that, so I have 2 plantains. So I'm gonna quickly slice them. So you want to slice the plantain, so you can do it that way, like that, like that. You can make it nice and long, or you can make it shorter, doesn't matter. Or if you don't want to do it on the chopping board, you can use a smaller knife, and just do it that way. That's alright. Whichever way you like. So that's it. I have my plantains ready. So what I'm going to pop that in the oven. Very nice, just like a bananas. Amazing recipe. So what I do, I don't pop salt in my plantains, It's already sweet, so you can put salt if you like, but it's nice and sweet already. So I'm gonna pop that. I'm gonna grill that straight away in the oven. So I'm going to pop in a bit of olive oil. So I'm pop that in the on the baking paper. So you can fry yours, that's alright. As I said earlier, or you can fry your plantains. That's alright, my friends. Lovely. So I have my plantains. So I'm going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Lovely. So now, my friends, I'm gonna grab some olive oil. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil on that. Lovely. So now, I have my plantains on that. So olive oil, you can use veg oil, that's alright. I love using olive oil, so I'm just popping a little bit of olive oil on that. And of course, I'm gonna pop that in the oven straight away. You can fry yours, that's alright. So I'm gonna turn my oven on straight away. Alright, we have that in the oven. So what I'm gonna do, I have tomatoes, so I'm gonna cut that in half. Cut that in half later. So I will leave the chopping board, I need that. So let's see what's going on. The rice is cooking, it's almost ready. So now, my friends, while that is cooking in the oven, so I'm going to quickly explain what I did from start, from the very beginning. So for the meat option, we have our lovely diced steak, grilled in the oven. Look at that, nice and crispy. So my friends, as I said earlier on, today I'm making party jollof rice. So like the smoky one, So if you want it nice and smoky, you can cook that, in a very big pot out there in the local, the local one, the party. You can cook it with a firewood, or you can cook it in the house with a massive pot, that's alright. So you can use a smaller pot to cook it, it's going to be smoky as well. So making it nice and spicy as well. So what I did from the very beginning, I chopped my onion finely, and of course I have my garlic, I chop that, and I pop in olive oil in the pot, a little bit of olive oil. I shredded off my onion in the olive oil, give that a quick stir, and after that, what I did, I pop in the puree, tomato puree, and of course tomato pasta. So I pop that in, and I pop in the spices, cinnamon, ground cinnamon, turmeric, curry, thyme, oregano. You can use your lovely spices, make it nice and spicy, and of course paprika and salt. I'm using sea salt, so I mix everything together and allow that to cook to make a stew. You want a lovely stew. So when you have a stew, you have a lovely jollof rice. So the stew matters a lot. So when you have a lovely stew, then you wash your rice and pop your rice in there. Some people might love to parboil the rice, that's alright. But while doing that, we just need to be careful. We don't want our rice to be too watery or too sticky or too mushy. so we don't want it mushy. So that's why I didn't parboil that. But sometimes I do parboil it, but I just put a little bit of water and monitor the water. Because when making the jollof rice, the water matters a lot. The water is too much, it's going to be mushy. So we want it nice and soft, but the grains must be separated from each other. This is what we want. So now I said I'm going to pop in a little bit of sweet corn and peas at the very end, because the vegetarian option and it's very nice. So the sweet corn and peas makes it lovely, just like your fried rice, you know. So I'll put that at the very end, and of course I have some cherry toms, some cherry tomatoes and plum tomatoes. I'm going to pop that in. You can use a salad tomato, that's alright. Just, you know, cut that in half and put that at the very end. Makes it lovely and makes it more, you know, more nourishing. And of course, if you don't want to do that, you can use onion, that's alright. But I love to use tomatoes, you know. So that's what we're waiting for. We want our rice to be lovely, so it's almost ready. So once the rice is ready, we're going to serve it in the dish. So I have a lovely dish right there. So I'm going to pop that in the dish. You can serve it in that dish, or if you don't want to serve it in that dish, you can use any, you know, lovely plate you like, you know, to serve the food, you know. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to serve that, and I'm going to try that, and of course I'm going to enjoy it on my friends. So we just need to wait for about probably 20 minutes, and our lovely jollof rice is going to be ready. So we have plantains cooking. So I'll be right back in just a second. Thank you very much. So we'll check what's going on, and we'll see what's going on. So I'm going to show you what's going on now. So you can see the rice is almost ready. I'm going to show you. Look at that, amazing, lovely. So you can see the jollof rice is almost ready. Our plantain is cooking. So what I'm going to do, look at that, amazing. So I'll just check the middle. Then I'm going to try that to see what's going on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly get a fork. So I'm going to try that with a fork to see if it's nice and soft. Our jollof rice is nice and soft. So what I'm going to do, it's almost ready. I'm going to pop a little bit of sweet corn and a little bit of garlic peas, you know. So a little bit of sweet corn right in there. Ready? Sweet corn. That's what I like. Have the sweet corn. So we got the sweet corn in there. So we need some garlic peas. So we just need to pop in some garlic peas as well. Lovely. Garlic peas. That should be alright. Amazing. So my friends, we have a lovely, look at that, amazing, lovely. So we leave that to cook again, and I want that to dry. So once it dries out, I'm gonna stir my rice quickly. Look at that, amazing, lovely, amazing recipe, lovely. So that's the jollof rice we're talking about. So the one for my baby, that's the one for my baby. No salt. You can see it's nice and soft and a little bit mushy because it's for a baby. We have sweet corn, we have peas, we have chopped tomatoes, rice, diced beef, a little bit of unsalted butter, no salt, no pepper. Yeah, lovely. So now I'm gonna quickly that's all right now. So in the next 5 minutes you'll be ready, my friends. Lovely. Amazing. I'm gonna check the planting to see what's going on. The planting is almost ready. So remember to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much. So what I did was to, chop the onion, and after chopping the onion, I sweat up the onion in olive oil, and pop in the tomato passata puree, and of course I pop in a little bit of boiling water, and I cook that with the spices. I pop in cinnamon, curry, thyme, turmeric, a little bit of pepper and salt, and I allow that to cook, to boil away for about 10 minutes, and we had a lovely stew. And finally I wash the rice. And I pop the rice in there, and it's almost ready. And of course, my friends, what I did again was to pop the sweet corn at the very end, and garden peas. Lovely. So now I'm going to check the plantain, and of course before then I'm going to pop in the tomatoes, and of course turn the rice and stir that. So I'm gonna stir the rice, nice and clean. Sit down there. So I'm gonna pop in the tomatoes straight away, lovely. Cut that in half. Put that in. I'm going to stir that quickly. Lovely. So I'm going to pop that in straight away. So the rice is ready. So I'm going to show you how it came out. You can see that. So I'm going to stir that with it. You can see it's dry in the middle, so it's really nice. So I'm going to stir that quickly, nice and quickly, just like that. Lovely. Look at that, amazing. You can see. Give that a quick stir. Look at that. Smells really nice. What a lovely aroma. So you can see our party jollof rice came out nice and soft. The grains are separated from each other, and of course lovely color. So I'm going to try that straight away. Lovely, amazing. Look at that. So I'm going to serve that. I'm going to show you how it came out on the plate. So I'll check the plantain is ready. Put on the lid. So I turned off the hob already. So I'm going to put that away. I don't need any more, my friends. Lovely. Amazing. So let me see what's going on in the see the plantains are ready. So the plantains are almost ready. So that's the dish. You can serve that in the dish. Look at that. Amazing. Nice and hot. Look at that. Lovely. Just like that. You can see the bay leaf. So, that's the rice. Look at that. Amazing, lovely, nice and hot. So I can pop in a little bit of beef in there, you know. That's the beef. You can just put it on the side. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing, lovely. Lovely party jollof rice. Look at that. Amazing recipe. So that's for the meat option. For the veggies, you can pop in your plantains on the side. You can see the bay leaf is right there. We don't eat that just to make it spicy. You add a little bit of flavor, you know, just to add flavor in the food. Lovely bay leaf. Lovely beef. Look at that. Amazing, lovely recipe. Perfect for mukbang, you know. So I'm gonna try that straight away. Lovely. That's the jollof rice we're talking about. The plantain is right there in the oven. So you can see the sweet corn and the peas, and of course you can see the tomatoes. Nice and sweet, nice and tasty. That's the cherry toms steak. So have the one without salt for baby. With peas and sweet corn. I'll leave that to cool down. It was really hot for her. So the plantain is almost ready. So I'm going to serve that on the side. She likes jollof rice. I want that to cool down. So she likes it. It's not hot, isn't it? So you like it? So I'm going to check the plantains. It is ready. It should be ready now. So the plantains should be ready by now. So I'm going to do turn that off. So we're going to serve that straight away with plantain. So my friends, that's the jollof I was talking about. So let me see what's going on with the plantain. I think it's ready. Flip that over. Let me get almost ready. We have some ready, so that one looks ready. So I'll pop the man in the oven. Looks they are overripe, so we need to give them a little bit of time to cook. Because when they are overripe, they could be mushy. So we want it nice and dry. So my friends, that's the plantain. You can see that. That's the plantain, so you can enjoy that with the rice. Very sweet. Sweet plantain. So my friends, that's the jollof rice, special one. The sweet corn and the peas are optional, but you can add that because it gives it flavor and it's good for vegetarian options. So my friends, thanks for watching this lovely live stream on how to make the party jollof rice, the Nigerian one. So please remember to share, like, and subscribe, and of course turn on the bell so you never miss any upload. I'll see you next time for an interesting live stream. So do remember to subscribe to that channel, the first channel, Mr. Francis. Thank you very much. You want some strawberries? You see the plant? Lovely. So I'll see you next time, my friends. Cheers, bye-bye, lovely party jollof rice. So you can check out the recipes at the description section. Follow the recipe, and of course, try it. Reward the live stream to see how I made it from start to finish. And of course, remember, I just on this live stream. You can reward the video again. So you can re-upload, and of course, share the video, give it a like. Cheers. See you next time. Bye bye. Lovely party jollof rice. Amazing recipe. Goes well with steak, and of course, fried plantain or your baked plantain. I'll show you one more time how it came out. Look at that. Amazing. Lovely. Look at that. Lovely Nigerian party jollof rice. I'll see you next time for another interesting episode. Remember to watch my more bangs. Bye bye. Lovely.